Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Now, I will start with a warning that this video might actually be a heaping pile of steaming dog shit, because I'm recording this at 3, almost 4 in the morning, and I haven't slept, and I'm living on tea, which has shitloads of caffeine in it, and whatever food I could find in my house to shove down my throat, since we couldn't find any food at the store due to all this coronavirus bullshit. But today I'm going to be teaching you how to make shit happen here using shit you see here. Fair warning, I'm not using this code box because because it's really just all bullshit. Like, doing this and then like to make a light blink forever, just using these, I would have to drag this out, then go back in here, drag this out, copy this, hit the duplicate, drag this out, then tap this. That no. Or even just going here, like even just do this the shorter way, go here, and then you gotta go down. No, you don't. The LED is right here. And then you gotta go here, and you gotta plot, and I'm just gonna do two, because that's like the center. I'll explain that later. And then you gotta do over here, drag a pause, give yourself half a second or whatever, and then you gotta go back to the LEDs and you gotta hit the unplot, and then you gotta type 2 like that. Garbage. Doing this. Doing that is much faster for me, and this is how I would rather do it. To make this work better, I'm just gonna do this so you can look over to your left and see what actually is supposed to happen when this starts. It just does that. That's all that code does. Now I'm gonna be explaining all that to you right this second, starting now. Not using any of these drawers, because if you only know how to drag that out and you don't know how to type this shit, then you need to learn how to type that, because most of the time that's not even going to be the right style of coding, the right type of JavaScript, because this is only for microbits. This is only for coding microbits. I know a lot of JavaScript, but I don't feel like doing videos on that yet. I'm just gonna teach everybody how to do this, and then make a whole nother series on JavaScript and C++ and HTML, because I would rather do coding than gaming at 3 in the morning. Yeah. That's it. That's the whole reason I'm doing this. I'm recording this instead of my normal videos. So basically, what you would do, like, let's say you wanted to do this, but you wanted to make it very simple, because this, like, you only know how to type in the show LEDs command. How would you make this light blink on and off once, just one time, like as soon as it starts up? So what you would have to do, not basic.pause, basic.show LEDs. There we go. I hadn't realized when I was typing that for a second there that I had hit the button, that I had hit caps lock. And then you'd have to go and capture this 5, because it's a 5x5 grid here, and then you go and you 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you do the accent mark and you add that. Yeah, no, and then you gotta go and you gotta pause 500, and then you gotta go back and you gotta copy this and Control C and then Control V, and you want to do that, and then you want to not show anything, and you basic dot pause 500 again. Wait, no, because it's not repeating. I don't need the fuck. Okay, at least I didn't delete a whole row like I would have before. All right, and that's all you get. That's what you get. You get that. You refresh the code, and you refresh the code, and you refresh the code, and you refresh the code. Now that can be done in 5 lines of code. This right here, this makes this happen. You can make this happen with 5 lines of code, and I'm going to show you how. So, this way, you're not gonna have to waste so much time and so many lines of code on this bullshit, because that should only be reserved for complicated things that you want to just flash on screen or make stay on screen forever, depending on your preferences. Now this is all gonna be done with the assumption that you weren't a complete and utter retard and had enough common sense to learn what all of these different things do and what they're called beforehand. I mean, obviously this is button A and button B, which you don't have to do much detective work to figure that shit out. But later on we're going to be getting into, like, all the 3-volt and ground and these pins and all that. So, oh yeah, and these are LEDs right in the middle. If you can't see them, there's faint little black dots that act as LEDs. Now, you know what? I'll just boom, 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 boom. Control C. Delete all this. 2, 3. Oh, fuck. Enter. 2, 3. No, I hit enter. What the hell? 4, 5. Alright, I'm just gonna make them all flash on screen really quick. If you did miss it, there you go. Those are all the LEDs. Those are all the LED spots. So I can make all this, not with all these, well, not with the whole LED board, but just I can make one light right in the center flash on with 5 lines of code. So, told you needed to figure out what these are and what they did. Sure, I didn't tell you you need to completely and fully understand them. This is why I'm going to explain it right here. This LED board is a 5x5 grid, but you don't just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's actually 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Which, I mean, it's retarded, and it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because that makes more sense, but I'm not the one who made this. So, this right here would be 0, 0, as you can see on the screen. This corner. Now it would go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's say I wanted to plot the middle dot. I would do, this is how you would make it really easy. 2, 2, now this is space. I like the space bar. It doesn't really make a difference, I don't think, but I like having the space bar there. That's the center, because it would be 0, 1, 2. Right here. This would be 0, 1. This would be like, okay. This would be 0, 0. This would be 1, 0. This would be 2, 0, 3, 0, and 4, 0. This would be 0, 0. This would be 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, and 0, 4. Now, let's say you wanted to get down to the middle. You could go 0, 1, 0, 2, or no, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 2, and then you could go 0, 2, 1, 1, 2, and 2, 2. 2 and 2 put together, you get this. You get the center dot. this is not scripted, so don't blame me if I fuck up. Actually do blame me, because I'm the one who decided to do this completely unscripted, and I don't care or give a shit, because your insults mean nothing to me. I want actual feedback, not insults. I can make this blank with 5 lines of code, and I'll show you how. So, now that I've explained to you which ones are which, and how to determine that, I am going to type in this code right here. You don't have to have the space bar, but I like the space bar. I like the space in between these two right here. It just looks better for me. I don't know why. Yeah, right here. This is all it takes to plot an LED. Now what you could do, basic.pause 500, so that's half a second, and then you could do LED dot un, so you put the prefix un before it, and then you type in plot, and there you go. So now whenever you start the code, which is just that refresh button, that's all it does, is start the code. It flashes like that in 3 lines of code. Now, let's say you wanted to make this happen with only make that happen when you pressed the A button, per se, when you press this shit right here. What you would do is you would type in input, because that's what it is when you press a button. Input on button pressed. So that means when the button is pressed. And then here you specify which button it is. So button dot and then the button. AB would mean that they're both pressed at the same time. Then you comma and then function, because this will be performing functions under it. And you close off this semicolon right here. This one. You close it off along with the brackets. I don't know why they added all the extra bullshit, but they did. So whatever. I don't control who creates code. Now that we're here, what you would do, you would then type out, you would type out your original code. Now this added this line of code and this line of code. The other one would have added much more, I can tell you that much. Just doing it by drawing out the whole 5x5 grid in dots. Yeah. But we made an LED turn on and then off again whenever the A button is pressed in 5 lines of code, yeah. So, now you guys are thinking, yeah, wow, this is boring shit. Why would I want to learn this? You'd want to learn this if you like coding and you like computer shit. That's really the only reason. If you don't like that, don't watch this video. I'll be coming out with more gaming shit later. But I like doing this, so I'm going to do a series on this. Now, I'm going to make a light blink on and off forever. In a loop. Forever. Infinitely. Until you turn it off. And then you gotta plug it back in and hit the thing again. Or, well, no, you just plug it back in and start the code again, really. I could make it so that you could only do this when the A button is pressed. Like, whenever the A button is pressed, it starts a loop forever. I guess I'll show you how to do that. So what you would do first, just to make it do it the second it starts up, basic.forever, because this is a forever loop. And then you'd put a function here because it's a loop, it's performing functions. And then you just finish it off the same way as you did the other one, and you put the code in. And there you go. Now, whenever you hit play, it's gonna turn, actually wait, it turns on for a whole second, but then it turns back on right away after it finishes. So it would go here, wait half a second, let me do it with the mouse. It would go here, so it would turn it on, turn this LED on for half a second, and then it drops down to here, waits, and then it drops down to here. And then the second it hits this, it goes back up to here. That's the function. That's the problem with this code. You're only seeing this flash a little bit. Whatever. So, what you would want to do is you would want to add another pause. Now it's turned on for half a second, and then it turns off for half a second again. It does that back and forth at half-second intervals. So that's how you would make it blink in a loop. Now let's say you only wanted this to happen when the A button is pressed. Now I'm gonna actually show you guys something in a minute, that just to prove my point farther, that doing blocks, doing it this way, is bad. So let's say you only wanted it to start the forever loop and turn it on and off after you hit the A button, so you wanted to give it a minute. So what you would do is you would do this, or wait, fuck. And you would type out this again. You would retype the input for whenever you type the A button, or whenever whenever you press the A button, and then you would type out the or wait, no, I don't need a pause first. Am I dying? I think I'm dying. You would type out this code. Wait, no, what am I doing? Kill me, please. You would type, after that, you would type out, so, fuck, let me redo it. So after you make this code right here, the input.on button pressed, so after you make the code that makes it so that whenever something only happens when you press the button, in this case our A button, then you would type out the forever loop. So that you would type out the forever function, and then here, and then you would type that out, and then you would type the original code out, and with the pause. I forgot to copy and paste the other. Okay, and then you would type that out. Now watch. So I'm gonna pause it. Now whenever I hit play, just hit play once, it's not flashing. I hit the A button, it starts flashing. I hit it again, nothing happens. Like, I can't fix it. Nothing I do can fix it. It's just gonna keep blinking. And like, nothing I can do can fix it except for stopping the code. I'm gonna show you something to give you another reason to not use blocks. You see this? It shows a this in text format. That's because of something. That's because if you take this, you bring out the A button, and then you pull out the forever block, you can't put the forever block inside of the A button block. So like, let's say you get through all this, you get the plot key, and then you go to the basic, you drag this out, and then you go down to LED, unplot, and you pause it again. You can't put this inside of the A button. But if you go into this, you can. You copy this, and then you Control V, and delete that, and there you go. It works. So that's another reason not to use blocks. Anyway, guys, I've made you wait long enough at 19 minutes. This is taking way too long. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, everybody. You guys don't want to listen to me anymore, do you?